Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Trader, there's a mo, it's a beast.
Shut the fuck up! Fucker! Move! Damn it!
Ladies and gentlemen, folks at home, we are just 50 days away until potentially Rockstar Games pulls the curtain back yet again on the biggest entity in all of video, whether you like it or not. And that is, of course, Grand Theft Auto 6. We're just talking 50 days until potentially that happens. And we shall see if Rockstar can deliver, and if they can deliver in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get a one in the chat to confirm that this is working. And we got someone coming through the pipeline here. Kicking things off before the show began, we got Levi in the building. Levi's in the building. He's coming through hard and strong. And as such, we will add you to the acknowledgement board here. Levi, long-term member for 38 months. That's what we love to see. Real fan, true support in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense. Levi is out here, and he's a member for 38 months. He says, go Steelers. Imagine being a fake fan. Could never be me. Could never be you. You're a member for 38 months. Been a long time supporter, viewer, and go Steelers. That's what we love to see. Levi's coming through, and he's coming through in a big way. 38-month member. Levi ain't a clown. There's a lot of clowns out there, and Levi's not one of them. And that's why he's on the acknowledgement board, because he's coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense. Levi is in the building, coming through, member for 38 months. Folks, we are just 50 days away until potentially, well, we're 50 days away. We can tell you this for a fact. We are 50 days away until the one-year anniversary for GTA Trailer 1, GTA 6 Trailer 1 anniversary, right? We're 50 days away from that point. That is a fact. We are 50 days away. We're not talking 6 months. We're not talking 12 months, okay? We're talking 50 days away from the anniversary GTA 6 Trailer 1. And you guys don't care right now. We have tried to take pit stops. We have taken a pit stop to Silent Hill. And for whatever reason, every time we play that game, we're getting 7,000 plus views on these streams. I don't know what's going on. But I don't need to go back to Silent Hill. Let's just put it that way. Because the chat isn't helpful, right? They want to sit there and they want to see you play it, but then they don't want to see you, progress in the game. Make that make sense, right? We don't need to go back to Silent Hill, okay? Silent Hill 2 should have stayed on PlayStation 2. There was no reason to bring it back. And more importantly, there was no reason to bring it back in that way that was garbage dished out to the normies. IAD is coming through, and he's popping the cherry, and it's what we love to see. IAD is in the building. Let's go ahead and get some fucking dubs up in here.
It's getting chilly out, and world class is braving the
That's
cold
what we're talking
for us.
about. IAD is in here. Well, someone's going to come out here and do the show because ain't nobody else going to do it for you. IAD is in the building, coming through with the $5 super chat. Levi kicking things off, member for 38 months. And IAD is in the building, coming through in a way that makes sense. As we are live, folks at home. We are just 50 days away from the GTA 6 Trailer 1 anniversary. We're just 50 days away. We're not 6 months away. We're not a year away. We are just 50 days away until GTA 6 Trailer 1 anniversary. What does that mean for Rockstar? What does that mean more specifically for GTA 6? Does that mean that Rockstar is going to pull the curtain back and show us Trailer 2 for the biggest entity in all of video? Well, of course, we don't know. But if history is any indication, there is likely something coming soon and in just maybe 50 days. So it is time for you guys to lock in and put that Silent Hill crap down, because guess what? Halloween's over, right? We're talking in a few weeks, Halloween's going to be over, and no one's going to be talking about Silent Hill 2. So you can milk that, and you can pretend like that's a masterpiece, but I will just tell you this, that once October comes and goes, no one's going to be talking about Silent Hill 2 Remake. So if it's such a modern-day masterpiece, then why is the conversation already seemingly coming to a halt and the game's been out for, less than 2 weeks? Let's make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. And then when I play it, you guys have no idea where to go. For such fans of the game, you would think, oh, this is where you go, right? It should be pretty obvious, right? It's a pretty straightforward game because that's how the remake is. It's palatable garbage for the normies. They put it out so that it could sell. It wasn't an art piece. It wasn't, hey, the devs are actually passionate about this. They probably got contractually obligated to make the goddamn thing. And they just threw it together in the most conceited way. And the normies love it. It's as simple as that. Mr. Tomico's in the building, coming through. Remember, for 7 months, that's what we love to see. Mr. Tomico is in the building, coming through. Member for 7 months. Mr. Tomico is in the building and coming through. Member for 7 months. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We need you guys to lock in. We're just 50 days away until the biggest entity in all of video potentially sees trailer 2. That's, of course, Grand Theft Auto 6. 50 days away from the 1-year anniversary for GTA 6 trailer 1. That is a fact. Chris H. is in the building, and he's coming through hard and strong. Look at this right here. Chris H. is in the building, and he is coming through in a big way here. Member for 43 months. Holy fucking shit. Chris H. is in the building, coming through in a way that makes sense. Member for 43 months. We're looking at a true fan right there. Member for 43 months. Holy fucking shit. That's a long time. Chris H. is in the building, and he's coming through hard and strong. Member for 43 months. In the building. Digital audio. What did you used to say? Digital audio video engineer? You kind of have to be out here. It's a one-man band. Chris H. is in the building, coming through in a way that makes sense. And we wish you guys would come through in a way that makes sense. You guys need to start hitting that like button, start sharing the show, getting people in here. Because when we don't talk, I've noticed this as of late, when we don't talk about Silent Hill, no one comes in here. We're down to all-time low viewers when we talk about GTA 6. Now, why is that the case? That's because Rockstar has fumbled the football with this game. They go woke, they go broke. It's as simple as that. And you look at the Silent Hill 2 remake, and guess what? The game went woke. And look at the numbers on Steam. Silent Hill 2 remake goes woke. Guess what happens? It goes broke. Look at the numbers on Steam. The numbers don't lie. So you can sit there and look at these thought pieces and, oh, it's a masterpiece. It's so amazing. That's great. I'm glad people love it. They pretend to love it for clout. But you look at the numbers, at least on Steam, they're not great. Resident Evil 4 Remake, a game that came out over a year ago, has very similar numbers. Silent Hill 2 has already fallen off the cliff. It's as simple as that. So that's what happens. You go woke, you go broke. And that's what happened with the Silent Hill 2 remake. Terrible. They had how many years to make that game right? It kind of pisses me off. Not that I'm even a fan of the original game, but you had so much time to get it right and get it perfect. 15 years, right? They had so much time to remake this and remake this in a way that makes sense, and they threw out the most generic, palatable garbage possible that's going to be forgotten about once October comes and goes. It's ridiculous. But that's why we're moving on. Because in just 50 days, GTA 6 is going to be the talk of the town. I can tell you that right now. And I don't know if you guys will ever be ready, but I know a lot of people will be. And I have a feeling in 50 days, that conversation is going to spark up in a way that's, we're going to see it happen. It's that simple. GTA 6 trailer 1 anniversary. You think Rockstar is going to stay quiet? Well, here's the thing. If they do, that's news, right? If they stay quiet, that's news, because what that says is that basically says everything. That says that they have nothing to show for. They have nothing to say about the biggest entity in all of video, and that could also mean that maybe this isn't coming in 2025, which isn't really a big surprise. So Mr. Tomico is coming through here, and that's what we love to see. Okay, that's not playing out. I don't know what's going on. Are you guys hearing this on your end? Mr. Tomico coming through with the 5. GTA 6 doesn't know what it wants to be. Rockstar is dead. That's what Mr. Tomico said. And he came through already with his membership status, and now he's coming through in a way that makes sense. We're going to give him the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. Chris H. is in the building. That's what we love to see. Chris H. is in the building. Coming through with the $10 super chat. Holy motherfucking shit, that's what we're talking about. Chris H. is in the building.
World-class veteran video game critic, digital producer.
There's not a show like this on the internet. I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. I can take myself out of the equation and look at it from your perspective. There's literally not a show like this on the internet. Name one show where someone's outside screaming and talking about the world of video games while they're outdoors. It literally doesn't exist. That's why we do this show. So Chris H. is coming through. He gets the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. And Mr. Tomico as well with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo. Both longtime members. Chris H., a big longtime member, coming through in a way that makes sense. Hell, Chris H. might be coming through. Wait, hold on here. Mike is coming through the pipeline. Chris H. just came through with the $10 super chat. World-class veteran, video game critic, digital producer, streaming audio engineer. You have to be, and I'm not sure if today we have it down pat, but nonetheless, if it sounds good, that's all that matters. Chris H. is in the building coming through. Long-time member. We got York in the building. Member for 5 months. And we're going to have to go ahead and expand the acknowledgement board here. Let's go ahead and get a one in the chat. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, just 50 days until the GTA 6 Trailer 1 anniversary. Mike is coming through hard and strong with the $10 super chat. That's what we love
Mike
to
has
see.
just tipped $10 through super chat. GTA 6 doesn't need to release. Rockstar has gotten too big and they'll bend the knee for the modern audience.
Well, they have to.
It's going to be sanitized.
That's what I'm
with
saying.
lame jokes.
Well, that's what I've been saying. It's like they are not in a position anymore where they can come out with some fucking edgy, raunchy game and say, oh, yeah, we can make fun of, this, that, and the third. They can't rock the boat anymore. Mike, they can't rock the boat anymore. Take-Two sees the big money, right? GTA 5 is the third best-selling video game of all time. They've been milking that cow for about, over a decade, 10, 11, 12 years. And they're going to milk it even further. They're going to milk it until the cow is completely dry. And that's what they're going to do. And I can't blame them, right? The consumers have said that this is what we want. And Rockstar says, okay, this is where the money's coming in. We're going to continue to go down that road. That's business, right? But Rockstar can no longer rock the boat. The talent is gone. We live in a soft society now. They can't make the same game that they used to. And we've heard it from people that have worked at Rockstar before, that they feel that this game might not be as edgy. I think that tells you everything you need to know. And I think it is time to prepare for disappointment. Unless Trailer 2 shows me something that just blows me away and knocks my socks off. And again, they could. Tyler Boy 19 is in the building coming through with
Tyler
the 5.
Boy 19 super chatted $4.99.
That's what we love to see. So we got Mike coming through hard and strong there. And now we got Tyler Boy in the building coming through with the $5 super chat. And that's what we said. We have told you guys that this is the reality of the situation. We're 50 days away from the 1-year anniversary for GTA 6 Trailer 1. That is a fact. Now, does that mean that something is happening? That doesn't mean that. However, if history is any indication, there should be something pretty soon. And Rockstar is going to have something to show for, because the investors are going to want some answers eventually, right? But I will tell you this. In 50 days, we're going to know a lot more about this game, even if they don't show anything. Because if they stay quiet, then this game probably isn't coming out in 2025. Because if they push the trailer to spring 2025, I think that says 2026 for the game's release date. And at that point, we're going to have to pause coverage on this game. We're going to have to pause the conversation on this game, because I can't just keep covering this game that never fucking comes out, right? It's insane. So we're going to know a lot in 50 days. I'm not even trolling. We're going to know a lot in 50 days. Whether or not Rockstar says something, we're going to know a lot in 50 days, because it would be asinine for them to ignore the 1-year anniversary for GTA 6 Trailer 1. I mean, I guess at the least they could do, they can come out and say, hey, we thank the fans for their support on Trailer 1, and it has this many millions of views. Maybe that's all we get in 50 days. Maybe they don't update us on the game. Maybe they just thank us for their support, and they still say it's coming in 2025, and that's it. No new screenshots, no Trailer 2. Who fucking knows? But I think at some point we're going to get an update at some point. I think it's going to be within the next 50 days. And if we don't get an update within the next 50 days, then I think that's an update in and of itself, if that makes any sense. I think that's an update in and of itself if they don't update us in 50 days, because that's a red flag for this game. Truly. It's a red flag for this game. If they have nothing to show for, if GTA 6, and that's, that's what I said as well. You can make the argument that this game doesn't need to exist. Seriously. It's a roll of the dice. It's a risk for Rockstar because they can continue to milk GTA 5, which has been so successful for the past 11 plus years. Chris H is coming through hard and strong yet again.
Please let the PPN know that I'm plowing through the sludge.
That's what we love to see. Chris H is coming through hard and strong in a way that makes sense. Remember, for over, 40 months? I think it was 43, right? Chris H in the building, and now he's coming through with a 3-time Tony Hawk combo. He's plowing through the sludge, and we just had the browser crash. This has been a thing that's been happening. The chat on YouTube is causing it to crash. Chris H is in the building. We're back up. And we'll go ahead and get you on this board here with that 3-time Tony Hawk combo coming through in a way that makes sense. Chris H is in the building, making it rain here today in a way that makes sense. Chris H, it will come out when it's ready. Well, they've said 2025. That's what Rockstar told us out of the gate in late December of 2023. So I don't know what you want me to tell you, but that's what Rockstar told us late last year in December of 2023. You guys all forgot, I guess. But that's when the trailer came out for this damn game, GTA 6. December 5th or December whatever, 2023. That's when the trailer came out. So we're approaching the 1-year anniversary in 50 days. That's a fact. We're approaching the 1-year anniversary in 50 days. And, Rockstar is going to, obviously not say anything until it's ready. I understand that. But if they don't say anything on the 1-year anniversary, you're telling me that that's a good sign for this game? I disagree, because that goes against what Rockstar has done with Red Dead Redemption 2. That goes against what Rockstar has done with Grand Theft Auto 5. So this would be a change, and not, in my opinion, a change for the better. So if Rockstar says nothing in 50 days, this is change. That's a fact. If Rockstar says nothing in 50 days, if they don't even acknowledge it, it is change, because in the same time frame for the first Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer, 1 year after that, we got something. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was a new trailer or new screenshots or something, but it was something, right? We got something within that 1 year time frame, and the same happened with GTA 5. We got something within that 1 year time frame. So why would this be any different? I understand it's a different Rockstar. I understand COVID impacted the industry, but this game has to come out. And when earlier this year we heard reports from Jason Schreier that the Rockstar devs anonymously went to him and they said, "Hey, bro," they don't want to go back to the office. They would rather work on the biggest entity in all of video at home. That's crazy to me. That's like Tom Brady saying, "You know what? I want to sit on the bench at the Super Bowl." Really? You worked so hard to get there, so many years, and you want to sit on the bench at the Super Bowl. Let's make that one make sense. You can't make it make sense. You really just can't make it make sense. So when the devs come out of the woodwork, the woke devs, mind you, when they come out of the woodwork and they perpetuate this idea that they don't want to go back to the office because it's a long commute and they'd rather work from the comfortableness of their couch, it's crazy. They don't want to take the game to the finish line. They don't want to put in the work. What do they want to do? Bitch about politics on Twitter. Why do they care about Donald Trump? They're not in America. You know what I mean? Who's the president of the UK? Who's the... I don't fucking know. Why would I care? So I don't understand why so many people... why do you care so much about Trump? I'm serious. Just makes no fucking sense. It's like, you're overseas, right? I don't know what to tell you. But that's seemingly what the Rockstar devs love doing, is that they love bitching about politics on Twitter. Instead of making the game and getting it to the finish line in 2025. And that's why they crawled to Jason Schreier and they're like, "Oh, Rockstar's making us come back to the office. Fuck this shit. This is unhealthy work practices. This is crunch culture. We can't." But the best games that were ever made, the best games that were literally ever made, Red Dead Redemption 2, for example, guess what the devs did? They fucking crunched. They sacrificed a lot of their time and probably some of their well-being to get that fucking game to the finish line. There's articles about it. You can go read about it, right? Your favorite games were made under heavy pressure, more than likely, especially Red Dead Redemption 2. So it's like, well, look at the fruits of their labor. Look at the fruits of their labor. Red Dead Redemption 2 is fucking adored. If I worked on that game, if I missed a few birthday parties or important events like that, graduate, whatever the case may be, I'm sure they had to make some sacrifices, right? In their lives, in their personal lives, if they had to make some sacrifices, if they, couldn't stay at home with the family, if they, things like that. Big events they might have missed because they had to work on the game. Look at the fruits of their labor. All these years later, people are still talking about the game. It's hailed as one of the greatest pieces of entertainment in the last decade. Okay, if I worked on the game, I would say, you know what? We busted our ass. We gave it our all. And it fucking shows. And I would be proud of that. Instead of saying, well, we would rather work from home. And, we don't want to come back to the office because, really? You're talking about the biggest end. This isn't Red Dead anymore. Look, this isn't Red Dead. This is Grand Theft Auto. This is the third best-selling video game of all time. Right? It's not hard to figure out. This is the third best-selling video game of all time, Grand Theft Auto 5. GTA 6 is going to be enormous, regardless of quality. And Mike is coming through yet again. That's what we love to see. Let's go ahead and get some thumbs up in the motherfucking chat. We're not talking about Silent Hill 2. So get up in here.
Should stop playing table tennis and should put time into GTA 6. It's not just a game, it's the game, okay?
That's what I'm saying. It's bigger than video games in and of itself. It's bigger than the entire industry of Hollywood. Not that that's even a thriving industry anymore. It's pretty much dead. But nonetheless, it's literally, and we're not just saying this, it's literally the biggest entity in all of video games. The biggest entity in all of virtual entertainment, I guess you could say. Movies, music, it's bigger than all of those things. This game is going to make so much money day one. And if they do push it back to 2026, that allows them to make even more money. Realistically, when you think about it, because it gives players that haven't upgraded, because you can get Black Ops 6 on your PlayStation 4, right? There's still not really a big incentive until they pull Call of Duty off of PlayStation 4. Most gamers are going to stay on the PlayStation 4. It's as simple as that.
Z3R0x7 super chatted $5. Mackle, you can't save these woke gamer shills. Let them go pray to Biden and shill Silent Hill 2. You're not the hero we deserve, but the hero we need.
That's what we're talking about. Zinky is in the building, and he's coming through with the 5. And we just updated the acknowledgement board here. Mike with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo, I believe. We could be wrong on that. We're going to have to expand this here. You guys are coming through big. So Zinky is in the building, coming through in a way that makes sense. And we'll go ahead and update this here as we expand this out. Zinky is in the building, coming through in a way that makes sense. And again, you look at the numbers for the Silent Hill 2 remake, and I understand it's a single-player game. I understand, IAD is in the building. He's coming through with now, I believe, the 2-time Tony Hawk combo.
People need to understand you aren't being hyperbolic when you say it's the biggest piece of entertainment.
Well, I mean, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I mean, it should be pretty obvious that that's going to be the case regardless of quality. I mean, and the longer that they wait with this game, honestly, the better off it will be, because more people are going to have time to get a PS5. Some people haven't switched from their PS4, and I think that's totally fair. There's still no reason to get a PlayStation 5, and I think this game will be that reason. But if you're not on Xbox or whatever, but because it's not coming to PC, and that's the greatest thing that we can say about this game is that it's not coming to PC. You look at, imagine Silent Hill 2. Think about it like this. Imagine Silent Hill 2. Imagine if Silent Hill 2 were only on PlayStation 5 and not on PC. Well, we wouldn't have seen those stupid mods about removing the fog or putting CJ in as the main character. Or Thomas, I saw a Thomas the Tank Engine mod for Silent Hill 2, and it's like, really? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Michael super chatted £5. I think Rockstar now have no choice but to release the voting record of Lucia. 2024 gamers are
Lord.
literally begging to see who Lucia voted for in 2016.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, well, she voted for Hillary Clinton more than likely. And when Hillary Clinton didn't get it, she was foaming at the mouth, Lucia. That's probably the storyline of this game. Imagine if that's the storyline of this game. It just shows Lucia watching television, and it shows Hillary Clinton, a character that's supposed to be Hillary Clinton. Imagine if it just shows Hillary Clinton losing the election, and Lucia starts foaming at the mouth. She's in tears. She calls Jason. Jason doesn't pick up. And then, she just spirals. It's like, dude, I mean, I wouldn't put it past the woke devs over at Rockstar to come up with something stupid like that. And we know they're woke because, well, I mean, look at the trailer for GTA 6. It's a total disaster. We can go ahead and play it right now, if that's needed. So we just updated the acknowledgement board here. And again, in just 50 days, Rockstar is going to pull the curtain back more than likely on this game. And even if they don't, I think that's going to say a lot. So let's go ahead and come over here. And we'll take a look at this trailer here yet again because you guys love it. Can't get enough of it. Can we hear it? No, you can't.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Look at this slop right here. Come on. There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me. She said to make my world the way she thought it should be. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold, but love is a long, long road. Here we go, it's getting into the...
Well, look who's back.
The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking together, being a team. Trust?
Trust.
It's over! $2025, by the way. 2025, by the way. We would love to see that happen. 2025, by the way. Oh, my God. It ain't happening. If we don't get an update in 50 days, the game ain't coming out in 2025. I think that's very obvious. If we don't get an update in 50 days, I don't think this game is coming out in 2025. I think that is out of the realm of possibility. And that wouldn't be surprising. So we got 50 days, folks. 50 days. If Rockstar is silent, it could mean 2026. And, I mean, is anyone honestly surprised? So, again, 50 days. Why we say 50 days is because that's the anniversary for this trailer. It's almost been a year. Okay, in 50 days, it'll be 1 year. And if Rockstar doesn't give us an update, which could happen, if they don't give us an update on this game in just 50 days, honestly, I think that means that this game needs more time in the oven and that there might be bad news soon in regards to this game not coming out in 2025. Of course, I don't know, and no one knows right now. But I think if Rockstar stays silent we got 50 days, right? If they stay silent, that could mean that this isn't coming out in 2025 because the longer they hold off on this game, the least likely the target of 2025 makes sense. So, unless they just rush it out and it's incomplete and unfinished, which people would still, they would still run to that buffet and consume the chicken that ain't cooked, right? They love doing that. They have no problem doing that. It's as simple as that. We have told you guys the reality of the situation for quite some time now, and for whatever reason, people don't want to listen. People don't want to listen. Here, let's wake you guys up. Let's do some karaoke in here. Let's wake you guys up. We're going to wake you guys up here. Need you to lock in. I need you to lock in here. We're going to get some karaoke up on the screen here. Are you guys ready? Can you hear this? Come on. Can you hear it? Let's go. I need you guys to wake up. This is going to do it. This is going to do it. If this doesn't do it, I don't know what to tell you. Ooh, yeah! Come on. Come on. Let's go. I did my time and I want out. So if you say fade, it doesn't cut. The soul is not so vibrant. The reckoning, the sickening, package 6 version, pseudo-pressure version. Go drill your deserts, go dig your graves, then fill the mouth with all the money you will save. Filling in, getting smaller again. I'm done, it has begun. I'm not the only one. And the rain will kill us all. Throw ourselves against the wall. But no one else can see the preservation of the martyr in me. Psychosocial! 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 Oh, there were cracks in the road we laid. The temple fell. The secrets have gone mad. This is nothing new, but we killed it all. The hate was all we had. Who needs another mess? We should start over. Look in my eyes and say I'm wrong. Now there's only emptiness, venomous, insipid. I think we're done. I'm not the only one. And the rain will kill us all. Throw ourselves against the wall. But no one else can see the preservation of the martyr in me. Psychosocial. 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 Let's go. Jeez. You guys are still not waking up. We got to pause it. Cryax43 is in the building.
Hello, Michael. Waving hand.
Oh, shit the bed. Cryax43 is in the building here. And we'll switch over to the acknowledgement board. Coming through in a way that makes sense. I'm amped up out here. All right, Cryax43. I'm literally shaking. Cryax43 is in the building coming through with the 5. We need you guys to lock in here. Dubs in the chat. How was the audio? Could you guys hear the audio? Because that would be very cringe if you couldn't hear the audio. Antisocial, by the way. Well, you must be looking at the reflection of yourself in the mirror. Couldn't be me. Okay, let's go ahead and do another one. Jeez. I mean, the amount of entertainment here is just, where are you getting this elsewhere? You're not. Okay, here we go. I know I'm not supposed to toot my own horn, but I'm just saying, like, here we go. We're going to do another one. We need you guys to lock in here. Another Slipknot song. I need you guys to lock in here. Oh, we got Z3 coming through. Is that the guy that we had on the acknowledgement board here? That's Zinky, ain't it? Or is that someone new? Well, nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and give you the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. That's what we love to see. Zinky coming through with a 2. Coming through in a way that makes sense. We're going to go ahead and give you another a wake-up session here because you guys need to wake up. Let's go ahead and do this one. And we need you guys to lock in here. Here we go. I need you guys to lock in here. I need some more audio. Let's go. Hello? Hello? Oh my God. Let's go. I can't even hear myself talk. Let's go. Dude. Come on. It's too much content. Come on. One in the chat. Let's go. Dude. Let's go. Here we go. You guys ready or not? We need you to lock in here. Here we go. Undo these chains, my friend. I'll show you the rage I've hidden. Perish the sacrament. Swallow, but nothing's forgiven. You and I can't decide which of us is taken for granted. Make amends. Some of us are destined to be outlived. Step inside! See the devil in I! Too many times we've let it come to this. Step inside! See the devil in I! You'll realize I'm not your devil anymore. Come on. It's too much content. We got to stop it. Okay, in just 50 days, we are going to see if Rockstar is going to pull the curtain back. You guys can't enjoy anything. You guys can't have laughs. You don't see the smile when you should see the smile. It's sad. It's the saddest it's ever been. Too much content. We got to pull the plug on that one. It's just too much content. I can't even hear myself talk, to be honest, out here. Tell you that right now. There we go, right there. For some reason that went down, and we got way too much audio now. Let me tell you that we got way too much audio. Here we go. Let's get that figured out. There we go. In a way that makes sense. You guys need to lock in here. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, and we've been live for 43 minutes here. It's time to lock in. We got 50 days until the GTA 6 Trailer 1, 50 days until the GTA 6 Trailer 1 anniversary, 178 viewers. If I were to go home and play Silent Hill 2, you get all these neckbeards in here saying that that game's a work of art. Well, the original might have been. If you want to see it from that lens, that's fine. Okay? But you can't tell me that the remake is a work of art because it is garbage. They looked at, let's take this and let's fuse it with the Resident Evil 4 remakes because, right, they've been doing so well. The Resident Evil remakes, they've been doing so well. So they copied and pasted what works, what sells. If they were to remake Silent Hill 2 in the next 20 years, the game's going to be different, right? It's not going to play out like it does. This is a remake that is not timeless. This is a remake that is not timeless. The original game is timeless. They did what they wanted to do, and it still holds up for those that appreciate it, right? Graphics might be a little weak, but I disagree. I think the art style is a lot better in the fucking first game, in the original game, right? So this remake is going to expire. Georgie's coming through. That's what we love to see. Georgie's in the building coming through.
Georgie Cifuentes super chatted $5. Why is GTA 6 a disaster?
Well, if you've been listening, we've been explaining it. I can't keep reiterating. Should I just start making videos? Because I think that's going to be more helpful. I have told you guys for over a year this game's going to be a total disaster. Okay, the biggest problem is that the key talent is gone at Rockstar. And that does have an impact on the quality of the game. If Kobe Bryant and Shaq in their prime were to walk out and go to the locker room during the game, that would have an impact on the team, okay? So the veteran Rockstar devs, engineers, producers, those people that are gone, they're not all gone, but a lot of them are, and a lot of the big ones are, it's going to have an impact on the final product. You can disagree. Guys, Leslie Benzies. Netflix needs to make a show about all these guys at Rockstar, because then you'll start caring. That's what it's going to have to, that's what it's going to take. Right? Because you can't sit there and picture this, but Leslie Benzies, like big time producer on these GTA games, right? Since probably 3, if not before that. I don't fucking know, but big time producer on these fucking games, gone, right? All 3, you guys love GTA 4, right? It's a technical showcase, right, for that time. And it still holds up very well, right? All 3 of the, look at the credits for that game. When it says technical directors, all 3 of those guys are gone. And those guys aren't just anybody's. They literally built the foundation for the 3D era of Grand Theft Auto. When you have all 3 of the architects gone, it's a problem. Now, I understand their work is already done, right? You know, it would be really hard. It would be really hard for them to really screw that up. But in terms of innovation, I don't think we're going to see it here. And I think that's what we need to see. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope trailer 2 comes out in 50 days and I'm blown away. But if it's another highlight reel with some woke themes in it, then that's not going to blow me away. They have to show me something in trailer 2 that solidifies that, holy shit, this is actually different. That solidifies that, wow, this is going to be unique. That solidifies that this was worth the 13-year wait. They haven't done that. They put out a new GTA game that looks very generic, good graphics, but very generic, and that seemingly doesn't bring anything new to the table. So what have you created here? You've created a game that seemingly doesn't have anything to say, at least based off of the first trailer. And I just think that's a no-go. They're making it because, and that's how this whole thing has felt since they initially, when I remember streaming and someone in the comments said, hey, the GTA 6 trailer is coming. And I thought, well, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you guys got to be trolling. And I looked it up and it says, oh, shit, yeah, the trailer for the next iteration of Grand Theft Auto is releasing in December or whatever. That came out of fucking nowhere, right? It was like they were forced to put something out for whatever reasons. And I don't know if that was the case, but it just seems so off, right? Last October 2023, the hype was all-time high. Last October 2023, the hype was all-time high. Everyone was clamoring for this game. And Rockstar didn't give it to them. And then all of a sudden, they come out, and I think they come out in November, actually. I can't remember. They come out a few weeks before the actual trailer. So here's the thing. We potentially, if this trailer is coming in 50 days or whenever, we might not have to wait 50 days. There's apparently an investor call, Take-Two investor call coming soon, and that could open up the doors on this trailer 2, or at least give us a better timeline on maybe when to expect trailer 2 or an update from Rockstar Games on this game. The 1-year anniversary is approaching. That's why we're going hard on this, because it makes sense for Rockstar to do something. And why it makes sense for Rockstar to do something is because if we look at the releases of the trailers for Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5, 1 year after those trailers came out, they gave us something. So for them to not give us anything would actually be peculiar. It's not hard to figure out, guys. Let's go ahead and get a one in the chat. Should we do more karaoke or no? You guys can't be bothered to hit the like button. I got to start talking about Silent Hill 2 again. You guys have me trapped in this Silent Hill shit where I have to talk about Silent Hill. Otherwise, no one comes in here. These losers and neckbeards, and this just crashed again, but these losers and neckbeards get all hyped up for that stupid game that no one's going to be talking about in 3 weeks from now. Make it make sense. Oh, Silent Hill 2 is so good. Well, then go play it. But you know what's funny? They said Silent Hill 2 Remake is so great, yet they couldn't help me figure out where to go. They couldn't help. Only one guy in the chat could help me figure out where to go. Everyone else said, well, they just couldn't have an input that made sense. They didn't have an input that made sense. That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. How you can destroy a class. Here's the thing, Lewis. They had so much time to make this Silent Hill 2 remake that they had literally years. I mean, I don't know how long it took them to make that game per se, but the idea of remaking it's been out there for years and years and years. It's not like, here's the thing, the Resident Evil first came out, what, 1996 or 7? On the Sega Saturn, right? Or some bullshit like that, Resident Evil 1. Okay, well, a few years later, Capcom's remaking it in 2002 on the GameCube. So that's like a 5 or 6 year gap. There's a bigger gap here with Silent Hill 2. They could have perfected this remake down to every single detail, and they didn't do that. Dude, you know, I'm not even a big fan of the original game because it's one of those lore games, and it's actually different than all of the other games from what I understand, right? The only Silent Hill game I beat was Shattered Memories. So, and I know that one's not really a Silent Hill game according to the fans of the franchise, but Silent Hill is you know, in the first game there's a cult, right? That's what I've heard anyway. I've never gotten that far into the game because it's actually fucking scary. Like, the first game is fucking scary. The soundtrack is so fucking good in the first game. Play that opening segment and tell me that you're not fucking scared. Go play Silent. I mean, actually, you can't play any of these games. That's why Konami wins, because you can't play these games. They're not readily available on these consoles. If you have a PlayStation 5, the only Silent Hill that you can play is Silent Hill 2 Remake. So Konami wins. Oh, but you can emulate, you can do this. No one's going to do that, right? And not everyone has a PC or an Xbox. So if you're stuck on PlayStation, which, you know, it's a PlayStation console exclusive, Silent Hill 2 Remake, it's a great way for Konami to say, those other games don't exist. This one does. Buy it, play it, love it. Really, honestly. I think had they had the HD collection come out, it would potentially cannibalize sales for the remake. So they don't want that. They don't want that. But it's funny because on Xbox, which doesn't have the Silent Hill 2 remake, on Xbox, they have the HD collection, but you don't get the Silent Hill 2 remake. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to change. I don't know if this is a timed exclusive, Silent Hill 2 remake. I don't know if that's eventually coming to Xbox in a year or so from now, which if it does, no one's going to care. That's why they didn't put it on Xbox because, well, no one cares. They don't put out games on Xbox because no one plays on Xbox. They play on Game Pass, and you can play Game Pass on anything. So it doesn't matter anymore. That's why they don't, you know, focus on throwing games out on Xbox, because there's no player base anymore. Xbox doesn't have really an identity anymore. It's basically just play it whenever and wherever. We don't give a shit. And it's like, well, that's not what the gamers want. The gamers are conservative, and they want the old school shit back. And they need someone new. Phil Spencer's got to, like, either flip the script soon or get someone fucking new in there, because I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But it's not, makes no sense to me. I mean, PlayStation is still kind of stuck in that old school route. You know, they don't have a Game Pass equivalent. They got PlayStation Plus games that no one plays. But, you know, you want to play Silent Hill 2 on console, you get a PlayStation 5. You want to play Death Stranding 2, you have to get a PlayStation 5. You want to play GTA 6, the best place to play GTA 6 more than likely will be the PlayStation 5 Pro. So Georgie's coming through yet again. That's what we love to see. Let's get some thumbs up in the chat. Georgie's coming through hard and strong.
Georgie Cifuentes super chatted $5. I can't believe why Rockstar would let go of Dan Houser and other talented people.
Yeah, Laszlo Danhauser, Leslie Benzies, and then you talk about the 3 technical directors. So that's like, what, 6 people right there. The main guy who did the mission design in Red Dead 2's gone. They said he was toxic. You know, it's crazy. So even Red Dead 2, there's people gone that worked on that game. Gone, right? So it's going to have an impact on this game. This game, if they don't update us in 50 days or even sooner than that, quite frankly, I think that's going to tell us everything that we need to know about this game. Georgie's coming through again. We got the 2-time Tony Hawk combo for Georgie. Georgie's in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo. Well, I'd love to talk about Silent Hill 2 Remake, but the thing is with those streams is that no one really shows up. I mean, you know, well, we still had like 400 viewers, but the conversation starts after the stream, and then they come in the comments and say, you're so wrong, you're not playing it right. They have no gameplay of it, right? They're not playing it. They're just shilling it because, you know, they want to feel like they're a part of something and feel like they're a part of the current vocal movement, as opposed to actually appreciating the game and saying that they genuinely love the remake when they obviously don't. It's just so hypocritical. If the game were unique and weird and obscure like the first one is, like the original title is on PlayStation 2, then I would give it some points and I'd say, okay, they did what they wanted to do here. They put their fucking stamp on it, but they didn't. You're squeezing through things. It's like the most modern fucking... It's so palatable. It's so palatable that you can't give it a 9 or an 8 out of 10 because there's no soul in it. Oh, the graphics look good, therefore it's a 10 out of 10. I feel the atmosphere. Well, that's good, but that's to be expected, you know? Having great graphics in 2024 is not a feature. That's kind of to be expected. Like, what the fuck? It's an Unreal Engine asset flip that was made with very little love. I'm sure they hired a couple of fans to, like, oversee the lore shit so they could get that right. You know, hire a bunch of fucking nerds that just live and breathe this shit. Hire them in. And have them oversee all this lore shit, and then you don't really have to make a game, and there's no game in that. I would say, and I know this is going to be a controversial take, but I would say at least the RE4 remake, and again, they're both different games, but I would say there's more gameplay there than there is in the Silent Hill 2 remake. Silent Hill 2 remake, and I understand, you know, it's a PS2 game. Well, actually, the Resident Evil 4 is a PS2 game as well. So, but they're two different games, so it's hard to compare. But I would say that, you know, the RE4 remake, at least you're getting some gameplay there. And this fucking thing, you just walk around and hit one fucking monster with a stick, and everyone's like 10 out of 10. And it's like, okay, but I'm not going to go read about the story on the internet. Like, imagine playing through that, and no one will admit this, but imagine playing through that on the PS2 in 2002 and sitting there and saying when the credits rolled that you understood everything that you interpreted. That's bullshit. You didn't understand a damn thing. But they have these official strategy guides and these, you know, all this crap, the Wiccas, and they think they understand that to a T. But they never understood it when they played through it. I can tell you that right now. And you know, it's very evident. It's one of those games where it's like, well, is it up for interpretation? Is it not? I don't fucking know. Why don't you go ask the devs? Look at the dev team for the original Silent Hill 2. It's like eight fucking people. It's like 8 or 9 or 10 people. Like, the Team Silent was small as shit. And apparently this one was outsourced, and then they had Sweet Baby Inc. essentially come in. I don't know if it was that company, that firm, but they had an equivalent firm come in and oversee that it was fit for the modern audiences. How could you shill this? It's literally like a spit in the face to the original vision of the game. It's not being faithful. It's being faithful because they're contractually obligated to be faithful, but it's not being faithful in the sense that they actually gave a shit. And you can tell because it's just like throwing in the most modern tropes possible. It's like, well, we hated squeezing through vents in the Callisto Protocol, but we just love squeezing through the walls in Silent Hill 3 Remake. That's a masterpiece, right? You know, or crawling or something like that. It's fucking crazy. And you know, it's the same problem. The Dead Rising demake, you know, what they did with that game is atrocious. No one gave a shit. But I understand. You see, with these franchises, is that they've been dormant for so long that, you know, they've been out of the conversation. That the boomers, you know, they're going to be the only ones that are vocal. The fans of the franchise are not going to be necessarily that vocal because, well, they will be, but there's not going to be many of them because these franchises aren't out. You know, they're not putting out Dead Rising games every 3 years or whatever, right? Resident Evil's out like every other year. There's like a new fucking Resident Evil out every fucking year at this point almost. Although this year we're not getting any. Last year, what did we get for Resident Evil? I'm sure we got something, maybe some DLC, I believe. So, and the game itself, I don't remember. But it's crazy. So Silent Hill and Dead Rising both get demakes, and they're adored. But that's because it's for this generation. And I think that's, you know, that's okay. But to sit there and say that these games are going to be, these remakes are going to be remembered in even 2 years from now is crazy. Ain't nobody going to be, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody going to be fucking remembering these remakes in 2 years from now. It's like going to a buffet and eating the food and saying, we're going to, you know, this is a meal that's just, I have to recommend this meal to my friends. No one does that, right? I mean, unless it's a really great buffet. It's disposable food. It does what it needs to do in that moment, and you move on. But, you know, it's not like your go-to fucking restaurant, right? Silent Hill fans were down bad. Pretty good Silent Hill game. The fan base, the franchise was dead for over a decade. Well, Shattered Memories was the only. Well, I'm just going to stop talking. Because Shattered Memories is a really good game, but it's you don't do combat in that game. I mean, you can, I think, but it's basically geared towards an action adventure game. It's basically not a Silent Hill game, and that's why it's good. And it really incorporates the Wii motion controls in a way that makes sense. And not only that, but they actually utilize the speaker on the Wii controller, because you use your phone in the game. And Harry Mason will get phone calls, and then you put it up to your ear because the volume's low by design. So you have to put it up to your ear to hear it like you would a phone. It's really fucking great. It's really great. And that game brought something new to the table that mixed up the formula, and it retold the Silent Hill story. But the Silent Hill fan base, they don't agree with that. They think it's an anti-Silent Hill. Oh, it's a good game, but it's not a Silent Hill game. Well, if you want to go play the other games and do the same thing over and over and over again, roam around the foggy town and just, hit monsters with a bat, that's fine with me. But oh, Lord. I don't know why we're still talking about it. I mean, it's still the talk of the town for some reason. And I have no idea why. Because there's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. But once the gears switch here for this game, all these fake people will be right back up in here. And I'll say, you know what? We're going to flip the script. We're going to talk about Silent Hill 2 Remake then. I'll do what they did to me. Oh, we don't want to talk about GTA 6. We see that you're live. We don't want to talk about GTA 6 because it's not relevant, right? It's not relevant to talk about GTA 6 right now. Let's talk about Silent Hill 2 because that's more in the conversation. Okay, so when Silent Hill 2 leaves the conversation and GTA 6 is the talk of the town, I'm going to start talking about Silent Hill 2 Remake. It's ridiculous. They can't discuss GTA 6, which is literally the biggest video game of all time, like since the inception of video, like bigger than literally anything. Like, it doesn't matter if this game sucks. And that's why Rockstar they don't have to work. That's the problem. They've created something. That's why think about it like this. They can't rock the boat. Literally. And case in point, they can't rock the boat anymore. So if you're holding out hope for GTA 6 in terms of being edgy or what have you, forget about it. And case in point is how they went back into GTA 5 throughout the years and censored it. Like they dead ass went back in to GTA 5 and removed things that were deemed a little too inappropriate, right? That's censorship. I don't care if it's for the better, it's censorship. They censored their own game because, oh wait, people are actually playing this, They didn't. I don't think they thought it was good. So they had to go back in and censor their own fucking game. Because it's a game of 2013, and we can't have that anymore in 2025 and beyond, right? So they went back in, they censored their game. Some people love it. They love it. They say, oh, that's for the best, Rockstar. Thank you so much, right? And it's like, really? It's a fucking game that makes fun of everyone and anything. It's a video game, right? It's fiction. But we get too offended about it. So that just shows that they can't make the games that you guys know and love anymore. And I guess that's okay. But you're going to see that when the game comes out. You're going to see, hell, you'll see that in trailer 2. You can already see it in trailer 1. But I think trailer 2 will be a better showcase of really how terrible this game's going to be. If it's Jason's story or whatever the case may be, unless they really do something surprising. Because what are they going to show in trailer 2? Oh, here's Jason. We're going to see Jason's point of view now. Okay. There's like no big appeal here. It's just like, well, it exists. Here you go. And that's the appeal, I suppose. Like, well, Rockstar's finally putting this game out. And it's like, who cares? Silent Hill 2 Remake is selling bad. Well, not only that, but if you look at the player count on Steam, it's about where the Resident Evil 4 Remake is at. And that's not good because the game just came out about 2 weeks ago or whatever. So that's terrible news. So, they can shill it all they want, but the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Now, maybe more people are playing it on PlayStation 5. That could be the case. But, as far as Steam numbers go, They're pretty freaking low. I think it was less than 10,000 players on Steam for Silent Hill 2. It might be up right now. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to check. Red Dead Redemption 2 was the most passive interpretation of the Wild West. Wasn't the whole point of Red Dead Redemption to experience the chaos of the West? Yeah, and they censor the player on what the player can do. Watch Dogs 2 doesn't. In Watch Dogs 2, game that came out in 2016, they don't censor the player. So I don't understand why Rockstar... It's because they have too many eyeballs on the game now. Basically, what Rockstar did is that they bent the knee to Jack Thompson. Jack Thompson ultimately won. Literally. Jack Thompson ultimately won. Whether Rockstar wants to admit that or not, Jack Thompson won. Because slowly but surely, ever since after the release of GTA 4, they've been censoring their games. No one's talking about this, though. No one's talking about this, though. They have literally... That's by definition, that's what that is. It's censorship. It's literally censorship. But it's okay, right? Because it's Rockstar. They can do no wrong. Okay. You know, I mean, if you want to see it like that, that's fine. But to expect this game, GTA 6, to come out of the woodwork and be fantastic is just insane. It would take a miracle for this game to come out and blow expectations out of the water. Really, honestly. It would take a miracle. Rockstar would have to throw a Hail Mary, and the receiver would have to catch the football in just crazy circumstances to take it to the end zone and win the game. That's what it's going to have to. That's what it's going to take. I've gone through it multiple times. Why this is an issue with this game, mainly the key talent being gone. And you could argue, well, maybe them being gone is actually going to be a thing for the better. Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5 are not enjoyable. You cannot interact with any NPCs without being fought. That's what I'm saying. Well, in GTA 5, there is a button. I don't know what button it is, but there is a button where you can press, and the character will say something. But you don't have an option in terms of what you can say. So it's kind of like the Red Dead 2 system. It's just not as packaged as elegantly. The game just chooses what it needs to. The game selects for you. You don't manually choose, but it's basically the same system. But you can't trigger it manually. I mean, you can, but you can't pick and choose what you want to say. The game just picks and chooses for you. But you could actually talk to NPCs in GTA 5. That's something that most people don't know. Now, it's basically the same thing. But the game just selects for you. So all Rockstar did was take that system and new coat of paint on it, which is a system that they had in Bully on the PS2. In Bully on the PS2, you can talk to any NPC. It's the same exact system as Red Dead 2. Same exact system as Red Dead 2. PS2 game, by the way. So, this notion, this narrative that hardware means everything is jack shit. Means nothing. Because your favorite games were more than likely put out on the PS2 era, and that hardware, especially now, is super limited. We have better hardware than ever before, and yet we're not seeing any of that ever come into play. I can't wait 50 days until we can get the ball rolling on this conversation. Because we're still 50 days ahead. And that's over a month. So we're still over a month ahead, but Black Ops 6 is coming out. I guess we'll take another pit stop with that. And we might have to go back to the damn Silent Hill 2 remake and just ride that out until the end of October at least. Or at least for another week until Black Ops 6. Because you guys cannot conversate about this game. We got less viewers every time we talk about this game. It makes no fucking sense. So Rockstar should cancel this game. I can make an argument for why Rockstar should cancel this game. I think it's more of a risk than most people think. And if you're in the games business and you're putting out a game, you want to know when this game is coming out. Other publishers want to know when this shit's coming out too, so that they can get their game away from this game so that it fucking has a chance, right? So it's not just going to impact the fans and the players, but it's also going to impact other publishers and devs. Because why would you want to put out your game that you've been busting your ass working on for years and years and years, release it right where GTA 6 comes out so it can be overshadowed, and then no one fucking plays it and it's dead, right? So publishers want to get away from fucking GTA 6. They want a release date so they can move all their shit away from GTA 6. So expect more delays. Either you rush it out before fall of 2025, or you just hold it back and you just wait until Rockstar has something to say on this game and when it releases. If I were making a game right now and we were targeting 2025 for a release, I would be like, holy fucking shit, we have to wait for Rockstar to update us, and then depending on what our game is, we'd either push it forward or back. Okay, I'm not talking about Silent Hill 2. I've already discussed that. You guys can't get it off your head. I don't understand. The first game sold like 1 million copies. This one probably sold just as much. Why are we so interested in something that we're not interested in? It's a fake conversation is what it is. Coming through and in a way that makes sense, Mike, again with, I believe, now the 3-time Tony Hawk combo. It's what we love to see.
$5. Gaming is in the gutter, it's too big and too open. Before
Exactly.
I didn't mind before, but now, well.
Yeah, well, it's $1 billion entity. It got too big, and they had to censor GTA 5 as such. They literally had to censor GTA 5. They went back in their own game because they were afraid that people would get pissed off, and they sanitized GTA 5. Now, luckily, that game's on disc because you can play the original version of it. But the fact that they went in and said, hey, we're going to censor our own game, even though it's satire, it's parody, because we don't want to piss anyone off, right? We have this GTA Online thing that's making big money. So now we have to go back in and scrub this shit up. That's literally what happened. That's literally what happened. Rockstar went back in and they're like, oh shit, people are actually like, wow, people are still playing this game 5 fucking years later. It's actually growing. Hey guys, go in and fucking clean that shit up. Make sure no one's offended so we can keep making money. You know, literally that's what it is. So the fact that they went back in and they sanitized their own game, that tells you everything you need to know. Take-Two is in control here. Take-Two is in control. They're going to make the final say here. Why do you think Dan Houser's gone? Why do you think Laszlo's gone? Why do you think Leslie Benzies is gone? Why do you think Michael Unsworth, I believe, is gone he's gone as well? Why do you think these guys are gone? Because they probably don't have much creative say anymore. It's not the money. They're millionaires. They're well off. What the fuck? I doubt it's the money. It's more, hey, does our creative input hold weight anymore? Well, probably doesn't, because you have $1 billion entity, Take-Two, stepping in and saying, no, it has to be this way, and that's the bottom line. That seems like the case to me. And, well, that's very different, because the games were big. You know, these games were massive. They've always been massive. But they're bigger now than ever. GTA 5 is the third best-selling video game of all time. Minecraft is number 1. I'm not sure what number 2 is, but GTA 5 is the third best-selling video game of all time. They're not rocking the boat anymore, guys. Nope, they're not making Manhunt, so just stop with that. Oh, Lord. Manhunt, we want Manhunt. Nope, you're not getting it. That's not Rockstar anymore. They will never make another Manhunt game. They can't. You can't put out a Manhunt 3 in this climate. I literally, you can't. So it doesn't exist anymore. You can't do a Bully in this climate anymore. So it doesn't exist anymore. You can't even do GTA in this climate anymore. But they're going to do it because, well, that's what they're going to do. But it's going to only be GTA by name. It's going to only be GTA by name, I can tell you that. They also canceled the DLC. Yeah. So we're just 50 days away. I don't know if you guys can hold out that long, but 50 days away. And maybe even sooner we'll have a better idea of what to expect. So we don't even have to maybe even wait 50 days. We're maybe even talking, maybe less than a month away until we hear some rumblings about what's going on here with Trailer 2 or just with this game in general. Not that anyone cares. I already said the hype has deflated. The hype has totally deflated here with this game. And the reason why that's happened is because Rockstar came out of the woodwork and said, hey, 2025, by the way. And ain't nobody got time for that. GTA Online is that's why Dan Houser left. I mean, I looked at GTA. Well, I don't know that's why he left. But, I mean, if I were to look at that and say, it's a clown show. It's literally Fortnite. Like, it's Saints Row meets Fortnite in the GTA. Like, bro. What the fuck is this? Like, dude, you have cars that have pink fucking smoke come out of them. You have flying saucers. You have all this stupid, silly shit. And it's like, this has nothing to do with this game. Like, I'm serious. Like, what has this morphed into? It's a fucking clown show now. Hell, no wonder why Dan Houser left. Like, fuck this shit. Because that's what will happen with GTA 6. They can tell their more grounded, mature story with Jason and Lucy and all that bullshit. But when the online comes out, it's going to be a fucking clown show with a bunch of flying fucking cars and all that shit. So it's like it almost disrespects the entire campaign and really what that stood for, what that was the story that was trying to tell with those characters. Oh, then it's like, okay, we'll jump into the online and we got some fucking, just stupid, silly shit. I'm serious. Turn on GTA Online and you'll see something really stupid. And it's like, what is this? Like, is this Saints Row? Hell, it's more wacky than Saints Row was ever. You can at this point, you can probably fly around in your fucking superhero costume in GTA Online at this point. No, GTA Online wasn't a mistake. They knew they were making something big. I don't know if they knew it was going to last them over a decade, but they knew they were making something big. And it was a massive shift. It was a massive shift from the online in GTA 4, which I would argue is worse. And the same thing with Red Dead 1 Online and Red Dead 2 Online. It was a massive shift. The old games used to be about having fun, and that was it. GTA 4 Online is very simple. Like, it's very simple. There's nothing really to it. You don't buy an apartment. You don't have cars in your garage. You don't do any of that stuff. It's not a life simulator. It's let's team deathmatch, free roam. You pick a mode. Like, it's simple. It's fun. Like, that's all there is to it. So GTA 5 Online was the big evolution of that. Revolution, I would argue. Okay, so what are they doing here? Honestly, I mean, the role-playing elements, and that's the thing, too. It's like, when does the online come out for this? When does the online come out for this? Because right now, Rockstar's only talking about the campaign, and some people don't even give a shit about the campaign. Some people are under this idea that, well, maybe the online's just going to come right with it, right? Well, what if it doesn't? Because when GTA 5 came out, the online didn't come out immediately. It came out like a month after. For those that remember. It came out in October of 2013. The game came out on September 7th or whatever the date is for GTA 5 release. September of 2013, the online comes out, and when the online came out, it was very simple. It's nothing like it is now. Now you can go in there. There's a brand new Halloween update for GTA Online, and I read something that was just like, what is this? Like, this is seriously just Saints Row. No one watches Marvel slop anymore. That's fallen off. Guys, let's get a one in the chat. Let's get it. Should we do karaoke again? I'm gonna wake you guys up in here. I've never seen an audience like this. You gotta wake people. What should we do? You want to do some karaoke? Is Slipknot not your guys' thing? We'll do Korn. Hold on. Korn karaoke. You guys want to do Korn? You guys want to do Korn? Okay, we're going to do Korn. If you don't like it, too bad. Okay, we're going to do some Korn. We're going to wake you guys up in here. Another karaoke session. Here we go. Another karaoke session. We need you guys to lock in. I need you guys to lock in. It's going to get loud here in a minute. Come on. Come on. It's 1999, bitches. Let's go. Oh, what is this song? Hey, I'm feeling tired. My time has gone today. You flirt with suicide. Sometimes that's okay. Do what others say. I'm here standing hollow. Falling away from me. Falling away from me. Come on! Dude, what are these lyrics? I can't even understand what the lyrics are when he sings it. Day is here fading. That's when I'm insane. I flirt with suicide. Sometimes kill the pain. I can't always say it's gonna be better tomorrow. Dude, what is this? Here we go. Beating me down. Beating me down. Down into the ground. Screaming so sound, beating me down, down into the ground. Okay, that's not the one I wanted to do. It's not a fun one. Let's do something a little bit more fun here. Oh, shit. Here we go. I got to get you to lock in here. Here we go. We got to get you to lock in here. Are you guys ready for this one? Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Mask up. Mask up, my friend. Mask up. Mask up again. I got the vaccine. Yeah, I got the vaccine. Yeah. Oh my God. Hello? Something just totally broke. What the fuck? Something just, can you hear me? Are we live? Something just broke. The audio just stopped playing. I didn't touch anything. Something just totally broke. Are we working? Are we live? The audio just stopped working and it wouldn't fix itself. Yeah, we were going to do Limp Bizkit, but that's just too much content. Is it working? Okay. Well, the audio just stopped working and I hit play again and it didn't continue. Cringe, by the way. Yet you're here. Yeah, it is cringe, but let's see your karaoke session, bud. It's called entertainment, but you don't understand. This is a show that would have been great in 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. Maybe right around then. But, in 2024, this show is just... You guys love overproduced content, over-edited content, video essays that are 45 minutes long, just a bunch of garbage like that. How dare we come out here and just do a live interactive show and have some fun and do some karaoke, acknowledge people when they come through, because other streamers don't even do that. Just have so much fun and talk about the world of video games and trying to have a nerdy discussion about the world of video games, and more specifically Grand Theft Auto 6 and how that's going to be a total disaster. We can't be bothered, that's just not what we want, right? Then go watch Oprah Winfrey or some shit. She used to be good back in the 90s, but then she sold out. She turned into a billionaire or whatever, and, her show sucks now. I don't even know if she does a show. But, no, back in the day, if you watched Oprah Winfrey in, the 90s, I mean, she was great journalist. But she sold out. Oprah Winfrey sold out. She saw the big money come in, and her show, you go watch her show back in the 90s. Great journalism. Neil Druckmann, by the way. Oh, yeah. Well, they love that. They love it. They love the anti-fun. They love the wokeness. It's really that simple. They can't get enough of it. They can't get enough of it. They're probably going to vote for Kamala Harris. It's pretty apparent that that's going to be the case. That could never be me. Imagine voting for Kamala. Shit. Jeez. Well, I was going to say I'd do a game session, but we don't have much battery left here. And if we turn the game on, the stream could cut off. But at this point, I think, maybe we should just do that 10-minute game session, then the stream ends. Because if I turn the game on, we're not going to have enough, we're not going to have much more time here, as opposed to if we didn't turn the game on. We're at the low battery percentage here. So we don't have too much long here. Could be a 2-hour show, but I don't know if we're going to get to that. Well, we can't talk about video games because, no one wants to talk. They want to talk about Silent Hill 2 for some reason. I don't understand that. But it's funny because when I play Silent Hill 2, no one wants to talk about it. And then after the fact, they want to talk about it. So when we're live, they don't want to talk about it. After we're not live, they want to talk about it. Well, the conversation's already over. If you want to talk about Silent Hill 2 Remake, come in during a Silent Hill 2 Remake stream, and we'll talk about it. It's not hard. But I'm not going to sit out here and wait for people to comment after the fact and say, oh, yeah, you're wrong about Silent Hill 2 Remake. Okay, where's your gameplay, buddy? You don't even have the game. You didn't even buy it. You love the remake, but you didn't even buy it. You didn't even play it. Let's make that one make sense. Really? At least I put real time into it. How many hours do you think I have in the Silent Hill 2 remake? Probably about 15 hours. Because I know at one point it said 8 hours. I have more hours in the Silent Hill 2 remake than most of you guys. Most of the supposed Silent Hill 2 remake fans, they didn't play the game. They couldn't handle it. You could only dream of Oprah numbers? Okay, let's get you banned, bud. Yeah, how many viewers do you have? You have none. Let's do more karaoke. Chat's dead. So, Silent Hill 2 Remake just popped up on my screen. Oh, someone just put up a video. Gaming is dying and remakes are killing it. Oh shit. All right, let's do Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit. Let's do Limp Bizkit. Well, hold on. Let's do this one. No, this one's going to be fun. Well, this band got really woke. This band went super woke. So they're not good anymore, but no, let's not do this one. It's too generic. Let's see here. Let's do this one. Come on. Rob Zombie. Woo. Come on. Rob Zombie. Come on. Rob Zombie. Yeah. Why is it doing that? Oh, I see. Okay. Here we go. Come on.
Dad, I am the one exterminating sun, slipping through the trees, strangling the breeze.
Oh, shit. Why is it muting it?
Dad, I am the sky, watching angels cry while they slowly turn, conquering the worm. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. I slam in the back of my Dragula. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. I slam in the back of my Dragula.
I'm out of breath. Fuck. Dude.
Dad, I am the pull spreading from the full weekend. Want you need nowhere as you bleed.
Dude. Come on.
Dad, I am the rat feast upon the cat. Tender is the fur dying as you purr. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. I slam in the Dragula. Dig through the witches and burn through the witches. I slam in the back of my Dragula. Do it, baby. Do it, baby.
Holy shit.
Do it, baby. Do it, baby. Burn like an animal.
Dude, what are these lyrics? Who wrote this?
Dad, I am the life digging to the skin. Knuckle crack the bone, 21 to win. Come on. Dad, I am the dog hound of hell. You cry, devil on your back. I can never die. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. I slam in the back of my Dragula. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. I slam in the back of my Dragula. Do it, baby. Do it, baby.
Holy shit.
Do it, baby. Do it. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. I slam in the back of my Dragula. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. I slam in the back of my Dragula.
Holy shit. What's this song end? Here we go.
Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. I slam in the back of my Dragula.
There it is. We did the whole fucking song. No wonder why they get paid big money. Holy shit, I'm out of breath. I'm fucking got a headache now. Damn, no wonder why they get paid big money. Holy shit. Imagine doing that every night. Like, oh, God. Like, you guys don't understand, like, the monotony. Like, you guys think it's all glitz and glamour. And oh, hell no. Imagine if you were Kurt Cobain, if Nirvana was still around. They'd be singing that Smells Like Teen Spirit shit. Like, holy fuck that. He was already tired of it in 94. Imagine in fucking 2024, like, dude. Yeah, well, if we're gonna have to do karaoke. You know what we should do, Lewis? We should do the karaoke when we actually have like 450 people in here during the Silent Hill 2 streams, because they can be bothered to tune in for that, but they can't be bothered to tune in for these GTA. But here's the thing: in 50 days, less than 50 days, y'all gonna be flapping gums about this game. But you didn't have anything to say about it now. But for some reason, when Rockstar tweets, when Rockstar comes out with their little blog post, you're like, oh my God, I got something to say. No, you don't. Because you didn't have anything to say in October of 2024. What's some little blog post going to change? You think they're going to show you gameplay? Like, ain't going to happen. The fuck? It's so hypocritical. It's really so hypocritical. They have nothing to say about this game, but as soon as there's an actual update, they're going to have everything to say about this game. Make it make sense. I mean, honestly, make it make sense. Oh, my God. Chat's totally dead. How am I supposed to cover this for the next 50 days? What do you like? We have to make another pit stop and play the most relevant bullshit out on the market, because that's what brings in the folks at home. Otherwise, we're down to 190 viewers every time we talk about this, and no one has anything interesting to add to the conversation. I am telling you what this game is going to be whenever it releases, whether that be next year, whether that be 2026. You can mark my words, this game's going to be a total disaster. Oh, but Michael, that's what you say about every game. You hate every game. No, this is going to be another Cyberpunk-level disaster. Well, maybe not that big. Maybe not that big of a disaster, but this will be disappointing. This will more than likely be disappointing for a lot of people. Not for many, but for a lot of people it will be. For any actual fans of the franchise, they will be upset. They're going to remove things that you enjoyed doing in the previous games. You won't be able to do it here in this game. Jack Thompson won. Jack Thompson won. The co-founder of the studio doesn't just leave for no reason, right? Like Dan Houser didn't just wake up one day, more than likely, right? He didn't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm leaving Rockstar. But I have no reason to leave Rockstar, right? No. Was it really about the Bens? How much more money do these guys need? I just don't think it was about that. They're multimillionaires. They're well off, right? It had to be creative decision. It had to be creative input. It had to be leeway. It was probably a push and pull sort of situation. Take-Two's coming in and saying, hey, no, I can't imagine. Can you imagine, like, what it's like to work on this game right now? And the devs can't obviously say anything. They got to sign NDAs and all that shit. But, I mean, I guarantee there's a lot of push and pull going on right now with this game. They will eat the slop and smile. Dan Houser left because of the crunch. He took a vacation when that got leaked, and many devs came out and said he is the reason. That's when he left Rockstar. None of that made sense. Let's go ahead and read that again. So you're saying Dan Houser left because of crunch. He took a vacation. When that got leaked, many devs came out and said he is the reason. I don't know what that means. What got leaked? That he went on vacation? The fuck? That sounds like some drama over at Rockstar. Dan Houser took a vacation and the woke devs got mad at him for taking a vacation. I don't understand what you're talking about. It's Dan fucking Houser. The fuck? Okay, let me ask you this. Who are those two guys that make movies in Hollywood, the two brothers? They made No Country for Old Men. And I think they still make the movies together, right? It would be like if they split. Sam Houser, Dan... Oh, man. Dan Houser left Rockstar because of a vacation, not because... Okay, let's see what he has to say. The crunch got leaked, and he was the reason for the crunch and left the studio. Okay, you're saying he went on... Oh, this sounds so fucked. Okay, buddy. So you're saying Dan Houser went on vacation, and while he was on vacation, it got leaked that the studio loves crunch or whatever the fuck, and he left the studio because that got leaked, right? Who cares? You know what I mean? Crunch is great. If these devs never had a deadline, nothing would get done. I don't understand. Your favorite games were made under crunch, extreme pressure. People have to make some sacrifices. If they don't want to do it, then get off the team. It's as simple as that. When you give the devs a bunch of leeway and a bunch of just, well, you know, guys, the game's going to ship sometime in 2025. You don't have to work on it. Just take your time. No. That's how you get a trash-ass game. That's how you get a trash-ass game. Just you have to have deadlines. You have to set it up where it's like, this is when the game ships. I know the devs want more time always, and they want more resources always. But I'm getting sick and tired of hearing that woke excuse. I really am. Because it's like anything else. Does the tree chopper need more time to chop the tree down? That's an excuse. If that's the case, we find another tree chopper to chop the tree down, right? If you hire a landscaping company and they can't get the grass mowed in a convenient fashion, in a timely fashion, then you hire someone else. Tired of these woke devs acting like, you know, the world revolves around them, and it's like, well, we don't want to work. And it's like, well, then why did you put the application in? The fuck? We don't want to work, by the way. We'd rather sit at home and enjoy time with the fam. And it's like, no, you have to get this game out. This is the biggest video game of all time. It's not like you're working on some indie fucking title, right, that 5 people are going to play. This is going to change lives. Like, that's what these devs don't understand. They don't understand the impact of this game. And maybe they think they do, but they don't. Because clearly if they did, they would want to go back to the office and not sit around and mope about, well, we don't want to go back to the office. We want to work from home and put our fucking COVID mask on and vote for Joe Biden. Like, really, honestly. Like, get out of here with that woke-ass bullshit. Work from home, by the way, on the biggest video game of all time. Well, the game's going to be trash. They should just restart the entire development. They should restart the entire development. Well, his new studio, he's not making video games. He's making like comic book things or something. It's not a video game, though. That's what I'm saying. All of your favorite games were likely made under crunch, and yet these fans of these gamers come out of the woodwork and say we don't endorse crunch. Yet your favorite game that you love dearly was probably made under heavy pressure and scrutiny. So it's like I don't understand why makes no sense. That is not a winning strategy. To have the devs and just say, well, you can take time off when you want. You can go down to the lobby and play fucking, ping pong and all this shit. No. We got to right up in that cubicle, and we got to start working on this motherfucking game. It's as simple as that. This is crazy. So how do we think this game is going to be great when the key players are gone? And earlier this year, we heard that the devs don't want to go back because they were still. Here's what's even crazier. No one's talking about this. This is what's even crazier. The fact that they were still working from home. It is not 2020 anymore. Bro, they were still working from home on this game as early as earlier this year. But Take-Two or Rockstar is mandating that they get right back in the office. Now I think they're all back at the office. But earlier this year, apparently they were still working from home on this game. Well, the quality is going to be absolute ass. The online is never coming out. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with this game. Like, bro, they're working from home. You're not making the next fucking indie title that 5 or 10 people are going to play on Steam. Like, this is so insane to me. Why were they working from home on the game this close to release, like a year or two before the damn game ships? That makes no sense, bro. And you know what's crazy? The Saints Row, the new Saints Row game, I think they were working from home on that. Kind of explains everything. Because, you know, here's the problem with the new Saints Row. There's nothing to do in it. Like, I could ignore the woke crap, because that's what's going to happen here with this game. The story's going to be woke themes all throughout, right? Okay, but if there's something to do fun in this in the game, in the open world, then we can you know, look at that and say, okay, that's a lot of fun. Let's do that. But the new Saints Row has nothing to do that's fun in the open world. That's why it sucks. There's no fun activities. It's all anti-fun garbage. They put busy work in Saints Row. Like, really? What were you guys thinking? It's not about the characters. It's not about the woke themes. It's not about any of that bullshit. It's about, is the game fun? Well, the game isn't fun. On top of the wokeness, you're doing chores in the game, and that, what? That's not Saints Row. You had a brand new map to play around with here. Put a ton of dude. And Saints Row 2 is made by a group of nerds in a basement that made the game that they wanted to make and had fucking fun. And it shows in the final product. Like there's a crazy Easter egg in Saints Row 2. If you drive a boat all the way to the edge of the map, there's like a big giant Loch Ness monster or whatever that pops out. It's like, that's the shit I'm looking for. It's a fucking Saints Row game. I want something stupid to come up on the screen, but not stupid in a way that's over trying. GTA 6 will be the wokest game. It'll be the wokest game since it will be the wokest game. And when they censor it, you're going to have two sides. You're going to have this side defend it to the moon and back like they do the Silent Hill 2 remake, and then you're going to have this side over here saying, you know, that this isn't my GTA, and I agree. But there will be people that defend the censorship, that defend the changes in GTA 6. That will. Yeah, type it in, Saints Row 2 Easter eggs. Dude, there's a zombie mini game in Saints Row 2. You, like, go to the in-game TV, you press X or whatever the button is, and then you just play this mini game, and it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. If you've never seen it, it's crazy. It's like, this is the fun. This is what we want to do. It's like a fucking game within a game. Yes. As soon as Rockstar makes an announcement or teases something, the people will be back up in here. Then they'll want to talk about the game. It just shows how fake people are. They don't care until it's convenient for them to care. That's fake fan. How can you say you're a fan of this franchise and not actually have anything to say about it until Rockstar gives you an update? Because that update's just going to tell you everything you need to know about the game, right? No, that's not what that's going to tell. It's not going to say anything. And in fact, it could be bad news. You say it's a disaster. You haven't even seen or played the game yet? Well, neither have you. So let me flip the coin and say, how can you shield the game and say it's the best thing since sliced bread when you haven't played it either? So I guess everyone should sit right in the middle because none of us have played the game, so we shouldn't have an opinion on it, right? Because you're saying I can't say that it sucks, I can't say that it's bad when I haven't played it. Well, the same applies to you and your logic of, okay, I think this game looks amazing, but you haven't played it. Okay, well, that doesn't mean it's valid just because it's a positive thought. Make it make sense. Okay, we're going to be wrapping this show up soon here. We are going to be wrapping the show up soon here, almost to the 2-hour mark. They act like they play. Well, yeah, if they played it or something, then, I guess you would have the advantage. Because you played it, you had hands-on time with the game, but no one's has had hands-on time with the game. We're going to be wrapping this up soon. So about maybe 5 minutes left. Finish on karaoke. That's too much content. We didn't get great support today. I mean, we did, but could have been stronger. If I were to talk about Silent Hill 2, everyone comes up in here. We got a big opinion on this game that's not even available on. Come on, there was not that many Silent Hill 2 fans. I'm sorry, but the game only sold how many copies? 1 million copies. It's an obscure Japanese horror title. Quit acting like it was this mainstream success. It wasn't like it's fucking Fortnite or Okay, we got a lowball Lonnie support there from Jordan. Let's go to the acknowledgement board here and see what's going on. We got Levi coming through. I think he was the first one to come through. Long-time member, long-time fan of the show. We got IAD coming through with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo. I think he popped the cherry with the super chats. And we got Tomiko in the building. We got Tomiko with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo. We got Chris H with a 3-time Tony Hawk combo. Super long-time member, Chris H. In the building for a long, long time. We do appreciate that. Zinky with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. We got Mike with the 3-time Tony Hawk combo. We got Yoke. We got Tyler Boy. And we have Courage with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. If I can read that correct. We got Michael coming through. And we also have CryX coming through. I think we got everyone. Jeez. 99 cents is a lot of money. Well, if you really think that, maybe it's time for you to get that job. Let's get your band, bud. Okay, we are wrapping it up here shortly, probably within the next 5 or so minutes. Another tough discussion. But, when Rockstar pulls the curtain back, we'll be able to probably have a more streamlined discussion about this game. But you guys just cannot, for whatever, get on board with this conversation. And that's fine. That's always how it's been. But when Trailer 2 comes out, we're going to see a bunch of people up in here having opinions about this game. And I'm going to say, hey, where were you guys back in October? Oh, you weren't in here. Because this trailer's coming. I tell you that right now. Something's happening with this game in 50 days. You can believe it or not, I don't care. Something's happening with this game in 50 days. Why? History shows that it will. And not only that, it's the 1-year anniversary of Trailer 1. If Rockstar ignores this game and they don't give us any update, whether it's good or bad news, this game is probably not coming in 2025. That's what that tells me. So that will be news in and of itself. Of course, that's speculation, but that's all we have to do right now anyway is speculate. Because the game isn't out. So, like I said, in the meantime, Rockstar wants you to buy Red Dead Redemption on PC and have fun with that. And then maybe in November, late November, middle of November, early December, they will pull the curtain back on this one. Seems like that's the roadmap. Potentially, anyway. Well, the current rumor is that this is going to be a co-op game. Yikes. The current rumor is that this is going to be a co-op game. Hey there, mister. Who let the damn simpleton out of the asylum? What are your thoughts on people who think that you want GTA 6 to fail because you have realistic criticism? I don't know what I have no idea what you're talking about. They will invite celebrities to play GTA 6. The game will be complete slop. No, we didn't finish the Star Wars game. We're never playing that garbage again. I think that game failed in terms of numbers as well. Where can you see the new GTA 6 leak? Yeah, there was supposedly a new leak, but I looked at it, and it's definitely fake. Like, anyone that believes that is an idiot. I mean, it could be real, I guess, but even if it's fake, it gives you something to chew on. Gives you something to chew on. There's a little clip of like a first-person view of someone sitting down in a car, and it's supposed to be GTA 6. It's not real, but you know, it gives something people to chew on and speculating. What's the disaster? The disaster is that you guys can't talk about this game. That's the disaster. How you guys are fake fans of this game, and how you guys will then want to talk when it's convenient for you to talk about and topical. You'll be flapping gums. But right now, there's nothing. You need all of your favorite YouTubers to talk. You need Rockstar to update you on this game. You need them to pamper you, and Rockstar isn't doing that. So as such, that's where it stands. No, there is a fake new leak, but it's not real. Hold on, here we go. Bronx Jensen just finished teaching for the day, and my students said they can't wait for. Okay, buddy. Okay, why don't you go back and play Silent Hill 2 Remake then? You know, it's just like where are you Silent Hill 2 guys at when we play Silent Hill 2? You want to talk about GTA 6 then? They do this flip-flop crap. When you talk about GTA 6, they want to talk about Silent Hill. When you play Silent Hill, they want to talk about GTA 6. Jeez. You know, I mean, make it make sense. Guys, we're wrapping this up shortly, about 5 minutes. So we're going to hit the 2-hour mark here, and we'll be wrapping it up shortly after that. Silent Hill 2 Remake is a walking sim, yeah. Well, that's why Shattered Memories, you could argue Shattered Memories is a walking sim, but at least it's interactive. Like, the game literally tracks what you're looking at, the percentages of what you're looking at. I'm not even trolling. You can go look up a dev video about it. Silent Hill Shattered Memories is probably the best Silent Hill game. And I know that that's not what you're supposed to say, but it's like, well, it is. The ending is mind-blowing. I was like, holy fucking shit, what kind of twist is this? I can't remember the ending, but I remember being blown away, and I'm like, well, damn. And it's an interactive game, too, so it's based off of your choices. And so it's kind of like more of a movie game than an action horror game, which, that's fine with me. There's still action in it, but, it's not the traditional walk around the Silent Hill town and get the stick and fight the monsters. It's not that, and that's why people don't like it, because they secretly want the same thing over and over and over again. They should just annualize every single one of these franchises. Just milk the shit out of them. Just come up with a Silent Hill every year. Just put out the most like low effort fruit, and honestly, they should just do that, because the consumers have already said that they don't care. They don't clamor for quality, so they should just put the same game out over and over. Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill 4, Silent Hill 5, Silent Hill 6, Silent Hill 7. Just do what Hollywood used to do with all those fucking Michael Myers movies, all them Freddy Krueger movies, all them Jason movies. Just keep fucking pumping them out. Because that's what gamers want. They want the same garbage over and over and over again. They can never sit down and say, yes, we want something new. They can't be bothered. Yeah. When you play Silent Hill, when you play Shattered Memories, you look around with the Wiimote. From what I remember, it's been a long time since I played the game, and it has the original composer. So the music is from the original guy, just like it is, I guess, in this remake, which I don't believe, but because the music is so terrible. Yeah, they should just remake everything. Mr. Boss for the win said that Trump won. Okay. Okay, we've hit the 2-hour mark, folks. We've hit the 2-hour mark, folks. We've hit the 2-hour mark, folks. Let's get excited. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping it up shortly. I'm waiting for the battery to get to 5%, but it's yet to do that. We're going to be wrapping it up shortly here. I remember your video on Silent Hill like 11 years ago. Yep. Yep. The remake OG composer fell off hard. He got so woke his tracks are so. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Well, he was probably teamed up with someone else on the original on the older games. I don't think it was just him. I mean, I could be wrong. You would have to probably look in the credits. Because there's no way it's the same. Like, well, I mean, maybe he was just not paid well. Because, like, dude, it's very low effort. Okay, let's get you, man. I can't wait to talk about Silent Hill 2 again so we can get 400 people back up in here. It's just like they can't stop talking about it. And I understand it's October, it's spooky season, so it's like, well, people are going to milk that dry all the way until the end of October. And then when the rumors start really getting crazy for this, they'll be pumping out videos left and right. They'll be milking this one too. But I've been here consistently all throughout this year, every so and then, talking about this game, trying to get the conversation going. And it's just like we can't. Now we're just 50 days away from potentially this being updated, potentially trailer 2, potentially good or bad news. Like, something is more than likely going to happen within the next 50 days for GTA 6. And I think that's at least somewhat exciting. But I guess I'm the only one. Well, who's live right now talking about GTA 6? No one is. You won't find one other streamer live right now talking about this game because it doesn't drive clicks. They've all jumped ship. You know, back in December of 2023, for a few weeks there, it was bringing in big clicks, right? But after that, it was pretty much that was it. But soon as the shills start opening their... Yep. Okay, we're going to be wrapping this up. Let me check the time here. Says 10 minutes left. It's been saying that for a while now. So we're going to keep going here. Silent Hill fans don't like to play the actual game. They just like to talk about it. Yeah, well, that was, you know. Yeah, because Silent Hill 2 is a lore game. The other ones aren't. Not as far as I know. There was one. There was a Silent Hill game. There was a Silent Hill game. I don't know what it's called, but there was one that I think was I think it was a prequel to the first. Well, no, that's number 3, right? There was one that told the origins of how Silent Hill. I don't know what it was called. About 5 people. I think it was only on the PSP or PS2. I think it came out after Shattered Memories. I'm not sure. I played that. the opening, I think. It's like some truck driver, he stops on the road, and then like something about the house. You have to go in. Wait, you are the truck driver, and then you go into the house, and the house is burning on fire or something. Okay, we are officially at low battery. We're 2 hours and 5 minutes into the broadcast here, and we've hit the 6% mark. We're going to have to wrap it up here before it cuts off. Alrighty, folks, that is going to do it, and we will see you guys soon. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And, of course, we got 50 days left until the GTA 6 trailer 1 anniversary, so we shall see as Rockstar gears up for that, if they do anything. But for now, that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And with that said, we will see you later. It's over.